everybody, and welcome back to Crazy Meta's channel. We have a special interview for you guys today as we sit here with Polina, the community manager at Crazy Meta. We're going to dive into her background and how she got involved and what her role looks like today. Polina, how are you? And are you ready to get into it?
Yes, hello, Michael. Thank you for hosting me today. And I'm ready to get started.
Perfect. So I always feel like the best way to get started is tell me how you got involved with cryptocurrency, how it first got on your radar, and how you decided that you wanted to be a part of it as well.
Okay, so it was actually a very funny story. So before I was just like working, had a normal job. I was traveling. I was spending all my money on traveling. And then COVID happened and I couldn't travel anymore. And suddenly I had a lot of free time. So I decided to start investing. So I started my research about stock market. And then I was like, wait a second. They're talking about like 10% returns per year. It sounds like a good thing. No way. Like in crypto, we talk axes. So I just decided to dive into crypto. And I just started last year, but it's been a wild ride because I spent like tons of time just researching about that. I found a local community, like in the city where I live, with the people interested in blockchain. And I was coming to these like nerd meetings, and I felt myself like we are talking about internet in the 90s. And that was so exciting because I realized that it does have a huge potential. And then I also invested into like some shit coins. I did 80x on one coin, then lost it all again. And I was like, oh my God, no, what should I do? And one of the friends who I met on this journey, he asked me if I want to participate in his project that he's launching. And I was like, yeah, sure, let's do that. But I'm not sure if I can do that because I don't have a lot of experience. And he said, no, look, if you learned so much about crypto in 6 weeks, I'm sure you can like do anything for our project. And I was like, yeah, let's try. And since then, it's been a very wild ride. I met so many people and we are building and we are having an amazing community. So yeah, that's how I happen to be here.
Yeah, fair enough. I would say that that's pretty par for the course. You look at it and you're like, oh, wow, there's a lot of potential to make some real money here. And then you fall down the rabbit hole of learning about all the different technologies and all the products. And you're right, where like sometimes you put your money in something and then it kind of just disappears. That's why you really have to be careful and do your own research. And but now here you are at Crazy Meta. And I'm curious. So now as the community manager, what's that looked like as it's evolved over the time here?
Yeah, so it was very interesting because as I'm the friend of the CTO, we started very early. And I remember then when me and Eddie is our CEO, we were setting up the Telegram community. There were just two people in a group. And now we have like something over like 16 or 17,000. And that's amazing. So yeah, building community in the crypto space, it's very cool because you meet amazing people on the way. We met some people who are doing other projects and then we do partnerships with them. And I guess partnerships is like the one of the most exciting thing for us because we are building platform where we can actually work with our other projects as well and bring voices to the space also from other people.
Interesting. I mean, where you sit, tell me about like what a day looks like for you in terms of being the community manager. Like walk me through it.
So wake up at 11 a.m., sleep for 1 more hour, then have breakfast, brunch, or whatever, go for a walk. Then, because our day normally starts in the afternoon, since we are located in China and most of the meetings we normally do in the evenings. And then also we work with, for example, we are recording this interview, it's 11 p.m., right? Like right here. So yeah, obviously like I cannot just like go to sleep early. So yeah, wake up pretty late and then going immediately like taking my phone and I stopped checking my crypto portfolio. Now I just check CrazyMeta, like that Telegram group, and just like answering messages if there are some. Yeah, maybe catching up with the team because like we never sleep. So whenever like you go in the chat, there are like 2,500 messages and like somebody's pinging me asking to do something. And yeah, then it's very different actually day to day. We have different tasks and Right now, we are preparing for a private round. So we have a very structured plan. What are we going to do every day to achieve like very successful private round, even though like the markets are down. So recently we've been having emergency meetings and yeah, posting on Twitter, giving out like the outline of what we do to our moderators team and keeping in touch with the whole team to make sure that everybody's on the same page. Because as I keep telling myself, like, yes, I'm the community manager, but I also have to not only make sure that the community is happy, but also make sure that everybody in the team is happy. Because it's important as we all work online, everybody has different lives and different problems. So I'm just like trying to keep things together.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, fair enough. Where it seems like you're sitting, it's really interesting, as you said. Crypto is kind of or anything in the blockchain space is a worldwide thing. So your schedule is never going to be completely normal, right? You got to work with when everyone's going to be there. So, and it sounds like your role expands quite larger than what people would think when they think community manager. It looks like you got a lot of things that you have to be really flexible with it.
Yeah, that's true. And you know, before I had an offline job. So I was like, oh, having an online job, it's so cool. You can work whenever you want from anywhere. And then it's actually like you have to do all the time and from anywhere. Like you go for a walk and you suddenly realize like
Yep.
somebody just like calls me on my phone and tells, you know that we have a meeting with the Filipino guys like right now. I'm like, no, I did not. Thank you for telling me. And here I am sitting on the bench in the park, like having this marketing call, you know.
Yep.
And yeah, sometimes we have AMAs at 2 a.m. Sometimes we have some calls at 10 a.m. And yeah, you just have to handle that. It's a bit challenging, especially in the beginning, because as we are startup, our team is growing, and I'm sure like as we grow our team, everybody can get an assistant to do like the job. Yeah, but for now, it's a bit hard because sometimes like I work maybe like 15 hours per day, like non-stop, just sitting on a laptop, and like yeah, like I cannot eat, I cannot yeah, and sometimes I just like go away for 2 days because I'm like, oh yeah, I just need to switch off for a second because I like dream about this at this point.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I mean, the startup phase is definitely the most interesting, most demanding, and honestly, it's an exciting time. And I'm curious. So, what about Crazy Meta are you most excited about coming up? What milestone? Which catalyst? Like, what are you looking forward to the most with this?
Yeah, I think the most exciting thing what I'm waiting for is our NFT drop. Genesis 1 is going out pretty soon. I cannot share the details about that, but I saw the designs and I saw how it's going to be. And also we are forging these NFTs into physical products. So it's going to be just awesome, but I cannot really share any details about it yet. So I better just keep silent.
Well, fair enough, Paulina. Well, thank you for the little spoiler, and thank you everybody for watching. If you guys have any questions for Paulina, I'm sure she will happily welcome you into the group. Paulina, where can people go to learn more?
Yeah, please go to CrazyMeta.io and then you can find all the information on our website. I'm sure we also put the links down below in the descriptions.
Mhm.
Go to the Telegram group and write Polina, send me here to get crazy. And I'll definitely answer you.
Perfect. Well, Paulina, again, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you everyone for watching. Send over any questions if you got them, and stay tuned for another video coming soon. And Paulina, have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much, Michael. Goodbye.